This week's US CQM Forecast Alert is Unsustainable 2% economic growth in 2022 Q3. Starting this week, we will start updating the actual values of September economic indicators. Although job gains are trending downward, September job gains exceeded the market consensus. In the financial market, we can clearly see that interest rates are rising and stock prices are falling. When the economic statistics for September are updated, the economic growth rate on the expenditure side will be revised downward due to an increase in imports. But the economic growth rate on the income side will be revised upward due to an increase in income payment to ROW. After all, the economic growth rate in 2022 Q3 is likely to be around 2%. As for inflation, OPEC plus oil producers have decided to cut output by 2 million barrels per day from November, so it is only a matter of time before oil prices rise. Headline inflation will once again outpace core PCE growth. The Pca forecast has also come to predict economic growth rate of around 2% in 2022 Q3. The inflation rate seen by the GDP price deflator is between 5% and 6%, about the same as the CQM. This table shows CQM and PCA economic forecast of 2022 Q4 for last week and this week. Economic growth is expected to slow to less than 1% in Q4. The economic growth rate of around 2% in Q3 is unlikely to be sustainable. On the other hand, the inflation rate seen by the GDP price deflator is expected to be around 5%. Conclusion from this week's US CQM Forecast Alert. First, the economic growth rate in 2022 Q3 is around 2%. Second, however, 2% economic growth is unlikely to be sustainable, and Q4 economic growth is likely to be below 1%. Third, inflation in Q3 will be between 5% and 6%. Fourth, there is a large downside risk to the economic growth rate in Q4 due to rising energy prices, because OPEC Plus will cut output by 2 million barrels per day from November. This slide contains additional information about this week's detailed CQM forecast. The original developer of CQM and CQM theory papers.